Tucked away in the valley of Los Angeles, 42 miles northwest of Disneyland, sits a tiki bar with a 78-drink challenge called the Grog Log. Drink all 78 drinks within 1 year, and you get a plaque with your name on the wall. Let's join two thirsty friends for a little My Time as they embark on a drunken journey through the log and talk about dumb shit like theme parks, drinking, and drinking at theme parks.
Welcome to My Time.
We're here.
The podcast where we drink a lot of tiki drinks.
No longer off the Grog Log.
No longer off the Grog Log. How about that?
Because we are bastards.
This is our first recording, and we have officially finished the Grog Log. We are officially welcomed into the loyal order of the Drooling Bastards. I'm sitting here with my best friend, Corey.
And this is my best friend, Dave.
Hello. We're maybe going to embark on another tiki adventure on the Intoxica, the next 79 drinks. So, we're going to do it. But
we're starting season 1.5 right now.
Yeah,
season 2 will be Intoxica.
Yeah, we're just taking a minute to just drink and relax.
We're having tiki time with Corey and Dave today.
Yeah, tiki time, Corey and Dave sounds wonderful. It sounds like exactly
tiki
what
ketchup.
Tiki ketchup. Tiki ketchup. What does tiki?
With hints of pineapple and demerara.
Yeah, tiki ketchup would. I bet you we could Google tiki ketchup and there's like some sort of recipe. Tiki ketchup also sounds like something that
maybe we
a grandmother.
Maybe we should be saying over and over again.
Yeah, like an old grandmother would call like teriyaki sauce.
Tiki ketchup. Oh, God. I feel like my grandparents probably called it that. Tiki ketchup.
Right. Oh,
that's funny.
We got that good chicken over at that island restaurant.
Get out that tiki ketchup, will you?
It had some tiki ketchup.
Get the tiki ketchup.
Yeah, it's teriyaki sauce. It's like a hoisin teriyaki. Anyway, but so we're drinking off of a menu that we haven't had in a year, which is the regular menu. So that's what we're doing today. And we got our drinks already. I got a 3 dots and a dash.
And I got something I don't think I've had here before, which is Cobra's Fang.
Yeah, I got a 3 dots and a dash because 3 dots and a dash is Morse code for V, which is V for victory. That's what this drink is all about.
Is that because it's Trader Vic?
No, it's V for victory. It's like a.
You said it,
and
then I tried to make more sense of it, but you said what it was.
No,
Yes,
no.
I got you.
Yeah, no. I don't know who originally made the drink. Maybe Trader Vic.
Well, it means V for victory.
Yeah, I guess it was like a probably a wartime era tiki cocktail. So
well, that's where many of them got popular, as we've learned.
But this is
God. I feel so stupid for just saying that.
No,
I'm just shaking my head repeatedly.
You know what?
Right now.
I'm gonna
also being someone who has Morse code tattooed on their body.
Oh, that's right. You've reached the part of our show where we don't have a book.
We're footloose and fancy free today.
Yeah, we don't have a book. I can't tell you the history of the Cobra's Fang. I can tell you what's in it, but
let's cheers.
Let's cheers first and drink them. And
they're both almost the same color.
Yeah. They look very similar. They're both
tiki color.
Tiki color. 3 dots and dashes. Tiki color. But the garnish is 3 cherries
skewered long ways.
Yes, which is 3 dots, and then the dash. I've seen it as sometimes a pineapple leaf, like sticking up in the glass. But I have a wedge of pineapple. So
okay.
And then you have a drink that looks almost identical to that,
but with a giant wedge of lime and 1 cherry.
Yeah.
Going into the drink. In their tall, skinny guys. Collins glasses?
Collins glasses,
yeah.
Sure. The drink's awake, so I'm awake.
Cheers. Oh, wow. Hi, Chihuahua. I haven't drank since the last episode. Which
I know, both of us have
behind the curtain was nearly 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so
I have not had a drink.
Ooh, that's gets ya.
Since we finished the Grog Log.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
This is good.
I love 3 dots and a dash.
Can I try yours?
Yes.
Have I had that one?
I don't know.
I have.
It's so good.
Oh, that's quite good. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet.
Okay. I like mine more.
Of course you do. It's a different flavor palette.
Yours, I think, might have 151.
I think
in
it does.
Because that's
It also it's more bitters for sure. But I do like the balance of yours. It's not too sweet for me.
No, yours has that kind of like molassesy Pernod kind of flavor to me, but I don't know if there's any of that in it.
Cobra's Fang, Get Bitten by Demerara, 151 rum, passion fruit, falernum, lime, and spice. I can definitely taste like the spice of it.
Yeah, so I think it's that 151 that they use here. I think it's a Hamilton 151 Demerara rum. And that always, to me, tastes a little bit more Pernod-y, like more like anise kind of flavor. Mine...
Where is it? Your 3 dots and a dash. Why am I not seeing it?
3 dots.
Oh, right. It's literally underneath. Yours is an intoxicating yet elegant blend of Demerara and Martinique rums and all the classic flavors of rum rhapsody.
Well,
did you like that little roll of the tongue I gave?
I loved it.
It just was impromptu.
It sounded very Amadeus.
I think there's a little. It was a little Cat Cohen-esque. I feel like she does that every now and again.
I can tell you 3 dots. I'll give you a little bit more. I make one. Mine's a little bit of a different type of recipe. I use
your 3 dots?
My 3 dots. But the one that I use, and hey, Patreon members, I'll post my recipe for this.
There we go.
On our Patreon. Because my recipe, I love it. I'm going to tell you what's in mine. Lime juice, orange juice. I use a honey liqueur, falernum, allspice dram, and then 2 different types of rum. And then a dash of bitters. So
just a dash.
Both these drinks are very good.
It tastes extra good. 1, being a bastard. And 2, just because we haven't been here in what feels like an eternity.
This is a 5 for me. I really...
That is very... I would agree. Yours is a 5. Let me do a tiki 2-sip on mine.
I really love it. It tastes a bit spicy, like clovey a little bit. There's that from both the falernum and from the allspice dram. You got a little sweetness in there. You got some juices. Oh, it is Rhapsody.
Rhapsody. Now I'm not doing it right now. That was like throaty. Rum Rhapsody.
Rum Rhapsody.
Rum Rhapsody. I would say for the general palate, this is probably 3.75 to 4.
General palate.
Yeah,
I was in
palate.
I was in boot camp.
Yeah,
and he was my general. Not a good guy. General palate.
For me, I would say this is 4.25. I like it. I could see this being like a regular on my rotation. Not a 5, but quite good to me. Yeah, I would definitely order again.
2 great drinks.
Yeah.
On the regular menu, because when you drink off the regular menu,
turns out they're pretty good.
They're good drinks and not slop from the 1940s
poured from the bar mat
that was lost to time and forgotten recipes that nobody ever wanted to see again. It's riff-raff bullshit.
Nope.
No, these are the ones that rose to the top.
Everything we had was very good, made by our lovely bartenders.
No, but there's drinks that are specifically, we know they're not good, and they know they're not good, and they don't recommend drinking them, and that's why.
And even like the liners in the book are like, "Good luck."
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
Yeah. All right. So
what's been
going on? My first note for wrap up from January, other than we're bastards, is I think for both of us, we can say a solid January can suck it. I mean, maybe for most people, January can suck it.
January, what?
It was just like a string of like, what is happening?
What a mess January was. Beyond like the woes of the fires and the world and everything
political
like that.
things. It was just like a bunch of weird little stuff in life that was like.
I'm on the other side of this, so now I can talk about this with like
and like
laughing.
Kind of giggle about it.
Like, giggle. So a couple weeks ago, my wife calls me. I'm sitting at breakfast, and she's out running errands. And she calls me and tells me that the brakes went out on our car.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do I do? What do I do? And I'm just like mortified and frozen because I'm like, oh God, I'm just going to hear her like crash.
Crash, yeah.
Like, this is awful. Like,
she called in the car.
She called from the car.
Okay.
I guess she went to press the pedal, heard a whoosh. The pedal,
it like went. Poof.
Yeah, the pedal went all the way.
This is so scary. Poor Rebecca.
I know, she was pulling up to a light, The pedal went all the way down and the car wasn't stopping.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, pull the emergency brake. But like when you're not, the emergency brake is so rarely used that
Is it a pull or is it an electric?
Like, it's an electric one that you like.
That's so scary.
Where you just like have to like know exactly where it is in the moment of crisis and know, is it a push? Is it a pull? Like whatever. So
I wish they were still the ones where you just pull and can like slowly pull it to stop yourself as opposed to I don't like the electric ones, to be honest.
I'm with you. So she didn't know where that was. So she was able to just put the car in park.
Okay.
Which was great.
Good. Rebecca is good in a panic situation.
She did like
props to her.
She didn't have her kids, which was great.
Her kids?
No, our kids.
You just said she didn't have her kids.
She didn't have her kids or my kids, which are the same kids. I think, hopefully.
I've seen them both. Yeah. They're both of your kids.
Yeah. Then, of course, you get like LA traffic behind her.
And people are assholes.
That when that light turns green, and she's got her hazards on.
Yeah, but people are assholes.
Light turns green, people are like, move it.
Yeah.
Just laying on the horn. Luckily, the grace of whatever is out there that you believe in.
The niceness of the universe.
Yeah. There was no oncoming traffic.
Okay.
So she was like, I'm going to throw the car in neutral or drive. I'm just going to coast across the street and fly into a gas station. And she made it.
Okay.
She made it, threw it in park. Great. So we got a tow to our trusted guy.
Yeah.
It's like this one part on the brakes, like a brake booster or something like that we never heard of. And he's like, you've never heard of it because it never breaks. Like, it's like
so
a part
bizarre.
that he's like, in all my years, I've seen like 3 break. And he's like, I examined the car, nothing caused it. It just like the part, but like I can visibly see that the part is just like shattered.
It's gone.
It's gone.
She's gone.
Like, yeah. So we're like, okay, so let's just get a new part. And he's like, yeah, but because it doesn't break, this part does not.
Pun intended?
Yes. This part does not exist in the United States right now.
Okay.
I called everywhere. I've exhausted all searches. And now we've learned that it might not be here till March.
And this was a couple weeks ago. This was like
mid-January.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, this is awful, but at least we're safe.
Yeah.
We have so much to be thankful for. Now my car is going to step up and be the fucking hero. We're saying that it's like, my car is nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
I've had it. It's a 2006 Saab.
Another very reliable car.
Yes. My car, we're like, is getting the last lap. Like,
it's like
my
in the driveway.
Like in my driveway, just sitting there for so long. It's just so happy. It's got subbed in. It's tagged in, tapped in. It's so excited. It got cocky.
It's
like my family was
I'm here. I'll save you guys.
Yeah. Oh, look who's.
Now you need me.
Yeah, look who's coming back. My kids. Look, there's like. It doesn't smell new or whatever. It smells like
it's musky in there.
My kids call it the melted crayon car because it's what it smells like, and that's because of like the wax that they use to seal stuff in European cars. When it gets old and it bakes in the sun,
it has a smell.
It literally smells like wax melted crayons.
It's probably like some sort of chemical we shouldn't be inhaling, but sure.
Yeah, I even went out and I got like. Did you know they have like these foggers that you put?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I like fogged the car.
Wait, to put in your car?
Yeah. So you.
Can you send me what that is?
Yeah.
Because I need that for the Sorrento because of the brisket juice.
Oh, yeah. So you do this and you run the car with the AC on recirculating air and it smells great. It smells like a new car.
Awesome.
So I did that and the family was like, hey, it smells good in here now.
And I was just like, we're out.
Because like, we're just like the kids were in my car and we're a 1-car family. We can make it until the other car's fine. And then my car can just be like, relax back on.
I got this, guys.
Yeah, but my car was so happy. My car was like, look who's coming in here. Look who loves me. I'm so excited. Oh, you need me. Old reliable. And it got too fucking cocky. Too fucking fast. I was picking up my daughter from a sleepover. I turned it off to pick her up. And I'm sitting in the driveway of my friend's house. It would not turn on. And I knew it wouldn't. I knew it was going to happen because my wife was like, hey, it's kind of rainy outside. And she's just not used to driving my car.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything I need to know about your car? Because I know the quirks of my car.
Yeah, I feel like when that car is used, you normally drive it.
Yeah, I always drive it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just pick her up.
Yeah.
And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll go pick her up. And I like felt it in my bones that I was going to have a problem. So after like 45 minutes, I got the car running again and I drove it home. And then the following day had it towed to a shop and the guy just like plugged it into the system.
And read the
error codes. And then he was like, he looked at me and the look in his eye, I knew what he was going to say. He's
like, flatliner.
He's just like, how much you love this car. And I was like, I love it, but like, give it to me straight. And he's like, it's just going to be so expensive.
Oh, God.
And then he's like, it's just going to cost. And I mean, like, we're not talking like tens of thousands of dollars.
But more than the car is worth.
Yeah. He's like, the car is just not worth it. And I was like, do you want to buy it for like part? And he's like, I can't legally buy it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Or that's just what he says when he doesn't want to buy something. So that's where we stood. I went from at the beginning of the week having 2 cars.
All in 1 week,
to then having 1 car, then to having no cars.
When it rains, it pours.
Yes. So like I spent all week, in a rental car looking for the right car for the family. And I go to pick up my daughter in our rental car, which is like fine. It was like a Honda Accord sedan. Brand new, whatever, sedan.
It was brand new?
It was a newish car. My kids thought that the Honda Accord was so fancy. Why don't we just...
New Honda Accords are pretty nice.
Why don't we just buy this car? And I'm just okay. So then I turned on the car and every fucking error message that you've ever seen came up flashing on this car's screen. Brake problems, emissions problems. Acceleration problems, like everything. Like it was just like going haywire.
At which point, Dave texted me, the rental car is dying. And it pulled up on my phone, and I was like in between clients at my house, like walking Freddie or something. And I just screamed out loud, no.
Yes.
Because I could not believe it.
So wild. I was like, Final Destination. Like,
something the was universe coming. Is telling you something.
Do not drive. Yeah. Do not, like, I swear to God, it's not me. But anyway,
Dave the car killer.
Yeah. So finally, it all got figured out. We found the right car. I love the car that I'm in now. Like
I just saw it. It's awesome.
Yeah, everything was right. It just
also really suits you for some reason.
I know.
Yeah, it seems like your car.
I know. I really do. I really do love it. It all worked the way that it was meant to, I guess. So we're still waiting on another thing.
And now this car will be more reliable than your old car.
Yes, absolutely.
And when you get the brake part back, now you'll be good.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, if anybody out there is looking for an old project car, 2006 Saab, you want parts, or
I think at the very least a body shop would buy it for $500.
Yeah, if you want to buy an old Saab.
Local pickup only?
Yeah, 559 We Drunk. I'll give you a really good deal.
Maybe we will put a decal on the side that says my time for you.
Yeah, whatever you want. I'll buy you a drink, too.
Yeah.
Not to drink in the car. Well, you...
Take that out.
You could drink it in the car as it's being towed, maybe. It runs. It does run. But
it just doesn't move.
We'll see. But that was the car saga. And
I feel so bad for you. It was just like one thing after another.
When the rental car went down, all I could do was laugh.
I
was just laughing so hard.
I just couldn't.
I just couldn't, it didn't make sense what was happening, but I was like, at the same time, it made the most sense.
I know. And I was but also, that's why you have to laugh. Because you're like, of course this happened.
It's like, this is so great. Wonderful. I love this.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Everything's fine. It's like that little dog in front of the flaming dumpster. Yeah. This is fine.
Yeah, that's how it's all kind of felt. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. That's why I was MIA a little bit.
And we are in no ways upset that the episode didn't go up last week. We are very thankful for all of your amazing editing.
Yeah, look.
And putting the show together. Because if it was up to me, we'd probably still be working on episode 1, folks.
It happens. Life comes at you fast.
Sure does, as Ferris Bueller says.
Yeah. So then we took a few weeks off between Grog Logging and today. And today we finally posted the
I know, but didn't you
episode.
Feel the love from everyone
today?
It
was so nice.
So nice.
It was so nice seeing it.
We built a nice little community.
We did.
And I missed it the last few weeks.
I know. So we're back and we're drinking. And then...
and we're here.
Yeah, and we're going to now
we're gonna get something else, and we've got a bunch of fun topics to run through.
yeah, we're gonna slam it through some tops.
Yeah, I got a lot to go over.
Tops and bottoms. Tops,
bottoms, and in betweens.
Yeah. Tops are coming off. Tops are coming off.
Are there?
Here come the tops coming off. Okay.
Tops are coming off.
We're gonna get another drink. My drink's still a 5. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I kind of like. I can maybe
Get it again.
I'm gonna get it again.
Maybe.
It's just
Why not?
it's a victorious day. I love this. Why go something
Why
else?
mess with perfection?
If I'm just
as they
having
say?
fun drinking this,
Go for it, man.
I'm gonna keep going. You should get.
I think I know what I'm gonna get.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Is it something that you normally get?
It's on this menu.
A Navy Grog.
No, I don't think I'm gonna get the Navy Grog.
Wow.
It's one of my go-to non-tiki drinks with a tiki flair. How about that?
A dark and stormy.
No.
Just tell me.
Hona.
Honey. Trader Vic's spin on the Mai Tai.
It's
for a
whiskey.
whiskey drinker. Okay, we're gonna go get our drink, so we're gonna be right back.
Bye.
And we're back.
Hello.
Oh baby, I've got my 3 dots and a dash. It was so good. Why switch it up?
It's a tiki two-step,
Wait
literally.
a minute. It's yes, tiki two-step. Is this 6 dots? 6
And
dots.
2 dashes?
6 dots and 2 dashes.
There you go.
Double V's.
Double victory.
Double victories for me. And you got the Honey.
Hona, which is, so it's basically a Mai Tai, but replace the rum with the old whiskey drink.
Yes, and it's got like your mint. It looks
Big
like
sprigament.
big sprigament.
The lime wheels today are voluptuous.
I know. It looks like we are Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
And like
Old school MGM playset.
Yeah, they wheeled in this big giant prop lime and put it in Corey's drink.
It's really funny. I got a squatty guy.
Squatty guy. It looks like a Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Bamboo straw, paper straw. And we have no cheers. I don't want to say the
Submit
same.
the cheers, people.
Yeah, I don't want to say the same cheers. I'm not going to say the same cheers. So we'll just say to February.
To a better February.
To a better February.
than
And
stupid bitch in January.
yeah. And it's still Black History Month with us.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's really...
God, that's good.
No, this is good. I just spilled a little bit.
Oh man, I'll say it again. My 3 dots and dash tastes juicy, tastes boozy,
It's
tastes
really
spicy.
good.
It's all it's every spice that you want in a tiki drink.
Taste this. It's really good.
Oh, that's good.
It's really smooth.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
And Corey's, you taste the whiskey. You definitely taste whiskey.
Yeah, but it also has like a nuttiness. to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
You can taste these nuts.
I was gonna say you beat me to the nuts. Look, if you are at a tiki bar and you haven't been to a tiki bar very often and you're not intimidated by like big flavors and you're not afraid of big booze, I like them big boobies. No, I was going to say I like them big boozies.
Those big boozies
Yeah, big boozies. I'm going to leave all that
And
in.
big boobies?
And big boobies.
in our booth. In our big booth.
Them big old boozies. Anyway, if you're not afraid of big flavors, big booze, 3 dots and dash, I think it's not going to do you wrong. Corey's, if you are a whiskey by trade drinker,
But
like
even if you're like dabbling in whiskey, I think this is okay to try because it's
Yeah.
not too hard hitting on the whiskey.
no, I
It's
don't.
definitely whiskey forward, but it's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
It's not like old fashioned whiskey strong.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, I like this more than that because, like, I'm more of a rum tiki guy than like those classic cocktails type of person, and that is just it's like the whiskey flavor and tiki drink. I
It's
think
really good. It's a good
really
balance.
nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. All right, so
Let's blow through some of these tops,
yeah,
shall we?
let's take our tops off. Let's talk about some fun stuff. Let's get back into this. We haven't talked about theme parks in a while. And
What are theme parks?
kind of a theme park podcast.
Like 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got?
Something we can chuckle our little chuckles at.
Yeah.
We all remember the Galactic Star Cruiser, R.I.P.
Oh God, I love this already.
News has broken that the Star Cruiser has been turned into offices for Disney Imagineering, which is just LOL.
What a goddamn waste.
What a fucking waste.
Yeah. So okay, So wait a minute. So the Galactic Star Cruiser was that Star Wars hotel. It was only open, less than 2 years.
I think it was like 15 months officially.
15 months officially.
So people that aren't familiar with it, it was like a fully immersive theater themed hotel.
It was wildly expensive.
$5,000 for basically 48 hours.
Of going into this hotel and not leaving the hotel.
You went to bed too.
Yes.
One day.
You go to Galaxy's Edge for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
But for the majority of the time, you are in this hotel.
That's a ship.
With no windows.
No doors.
Yeah.
You can't hear you scream in space. Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah. Is this room spinning?
Actually stretching?
Like,
did you miss us, everyone?
Yeah. So it's like a cruise, but that never disembarks.
Yes, basically that's
in a parking lot. It's in an MGM parking lot.
Yes, that's how everyone described it. It was kind of a cruise without being a cruise, and it was immersive theater. You were encouraged to be involved in the show.
Yeah.
We've heard reviews where people freaking loved it and cried when it was closing. We've heard reviews where it was like, okay. We've heard reviews where it was a waste of money.
Right. The reviews are all over the place.
Yeah.
And instead of making it better or changing it or making
retheming it
or opening it to the public, they just closed it.
They said, forget it.
Yeah, and when they closed it, the bookings went through the roof. Like everybody wanted to get... It was sold out.
Because I will say, before we pick on it too much, I will give them kudos for trying something different.
Yes, I think it's cool that they tried something different. It's the first thing of its kind.
There were clearly a lot of budget cuts that happened with it.
Yeah.
Which probably wasn't the best choice and is probably maybe why it failed. But moving on.
Right. And then also, you could argue that it's stuck in like a weird timeline on Disney, on Star Wars that nobody really cares about as much.
Maybe if we use like the original characters, it would have been more successful.
It would have been,
or if we went Avengers route and included Avengers Campus route, and included all the characters.
Right. People don't care about the storylines, and then like it's like this.
Oh, so you had to be on your phone literally the entire time. We heard,
You heard like some of our past guests say that Galaxy's Edge feels vaguely Star Wars, Ian, but like it's nothing that they've ever seen in a Star Wars before, so you don't have connection to it. Well, that's the same way. We now
with
have
the Star Cruiser.
They're
like Leia and Han were on the Halcyon, which is the Star Cruiser ship, for their wedding honeymoon or something.
Right.
And this is where they had this fight, and their lightsaber crashed through this part of the wall. Like, this is literally part of the lore. I'm not kidding. But like, so they like tried to incorporate part of that story, but it was like pretty far-fetched,
But then the people that you're interacting with are all original characters, like the captain of the ship and like
she was cool. I like that she's a woman.
Yeah, I like that, but it's like I have no connection to these
also,
people.
nothing against the actors. From everything I saw, the actors were amazing.
No, and they interacted with the people very nicely, and like. But
if you want content of this, Brooke MacDonald has amazing content of this.
Here's the opposite sides of the spectrum. You've got Brooke MacDonald, who loved it,
and her kids, like had a very visceral experience with it.
Yeah, specifically like her
children.
Like
I cry watching her videos.
Absolutely, her kid. She was fortunate enough and went on a couple of the cruises.
She's still like friends with the people.
Yeah, and they remembered her children, and
it's awesome.
They like the characters that their children created. They like talked about them, and like their kids loved it. That's one side of the spectrum. The other side, you have Jenny Nichols,
which does a 4.5-hour video, which both Dave and I employ everyone to watch because it's amazing.
I know you're going to say 4.5 hours. Who has 4.5 hours to dedicate
Trust me.
to watching somebody's critique of a Star Wars hotel?
Trust me, you do.
It's magnificent.
Yeah.
And it breaks things down. And
she's not all critical.
No.
She gives it to you straight, to be honest.
But she also had a very
mediocre time.
Yeah, mediocre time on the...
And she is honest about the price.
Right. So it closed suddenly.
It's probably about a year ago it closed, yeah?
Yeah, a couple... Yeah, because we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think. And nobody knew what they were going to do with it, and it sat dormant.
They quickly said they were not turning it into something else for a tax break.
Could they have...
They quickly said that.
Yeah. Could they have turned it into just another area that we could all walk around and have, like, fun? Like, yes.
Done, like, the long-rumored Tower of Terror Hotel theatrical experience.
Right.
Sure.
Could it have just been a restaurant, like a dinner experience restaurant? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Where you see, because they had good entertainment and good shows. There was like Gaia.
Oh yeah, Gaia was cool. She had some bops.
Yeah, Gaia had some good songs. Like it could have been all those things, but instead this week they
unveiled.
So it's Imagineering
offices.
But they haven't moved Imagineering from Burbank. They tried to move Imagineering from Burbank to
Lake Eola. Eola.
Yeah, the place with the drone crash.
Right, but that didn't work out.
So it didn't work out.
Because everyone quit.
Yeah, everyone quit or threatened to quit and said that we didn't want to move. So now this is just Imagineering that's already
based in Florida. Move those offices there, I believe. That's what I understand.
Hilarious.
Yeah. All because they wanted the tax cut.
But how does that even give you a tax cut?
Because if they would have turned it into a different guest experience, I don't think they would have gotten the tax break.
Then they're making money off of it.
Correct, but they're not making money. Or if they would have destroyed it and built something else on it, if they would have destroyed it and put something on it that would be creating profit, no tax break. But because they took away something that was creating money and now it's just offices, no money making, tax break. That's what I understand.
I've got the
in
biggest
layman's
smile.
term.
I got the biggest smile.
It's so stupid. Could you imagine working in the you're in the control room with all the panels and everything
Yeah, no, they're just gonna rip it out and put cubicles in there. It's gonna be.
I would like to see. I think people are already working in there.
Sure.
I would like to see what it looks like. I'm curious. What did they rip out? What is still in there?
Look, it's probably a great office. I don't think that the office is probably that bad.
I feel like it would cost more money to demolish that stuff than it would to just kind of leave it. That's my opinion.
Well, they didn't demolish it, did? No.
No, but I'm just saying, then just take stuff out. I'm saying, I wonder how much they just kind of left.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure that there's no more beds and stuff, and
those bunk beds are gone.
Yeah.
They don't want people napping on the job.
The bunk beds are now filing cabinets.
Did they leave those cool blanket sleeping bag things?
Oh God, those will be in what do they call that? Company D?
Yeah.
Studio D or something.
Destination? No, that's something different. So that's that update.
So they're just gonna take a big L, but
it's kind of wild.
What a waste.
What a waste.
That
hotel cost, I forget what it cost, but it was an insane amount of money.
I mean,
$1 billion, something like that.
Sure.
1.5 billion, something like it was. I remember thinking it was more than Cars Land, so it's probably 1.5 billion.
Is it? It's the biggest failure in Disney Parks history.
Yep.
It has to be.
It was for sure. I remember we talked about it.
I mean, I think that you and I have talked about what we would have done with it. I think I would have just. Look, it's not feasible to probably have it be a dinner experience only.
I think I would have rethemed it in some variety. Haunted Mansion?
A Haunted Mansion hotel?
I think you could, or if you wanted to keep it like Hollywood Studios vibe, you could have done Tower of Terror. You could have done Indiana Jones. You could have done, there's endless possibilities.
Honestly, you could turn it into
it could have been a rotating theme.
Yeah. Epic has a hotel, Helios, that's basically on park property.
Yeah.
You could turn this,
because it's literally in the parking lot, essentially.
Yeah. You'd have to give it some more amenities, I think, like a pool maybe. Yeah.
But it could have used minimal upgrades to just turn it into another resort hotel.
Yeah, turn it into. That's what I think I would have done with it. Get rid of all the story elements. Unfortunately, turn it into a regular hotel, and then have it be you get access to.
I've got it.
What's that?
Reshape the outside of it. Steamboat Willie's Hotel.
The outside looked like nothing.
Yeah, but you could make it look because it already kind of looked like a cruise ship on the inside.
Right. Yeah.
And then you could have made the outside look like a boat.
That's interesting.
And then because it's by MGM.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. It would be cool if.
And everything inside was black and white. I just thought of that.
It would make you feel like you're fucking crazy.
I know, but I would kind of like it.
Do you remember that that haunted house at Knott's where we
Grimoire.
walked in. And,
Yeah.
and we walked in and it was all black and white. And we were like,
I like it, though.
weird. Yeah.
For 2 minutes, I like it. Yeah.
Like you just walk in and everything's black. Look, if they were all in on the Mickey cartoons, sure. I don't even know that they fucking like Mickey Mouse anymore.
I like the mouse.
You gotta like the mouse. Like the mouse.
He started it all.
Yeah, he started it all.
All right, so that's what we got with that. Pathetic.
It's crazy. It's so nuts.
What? Yeah, why not just turn it into a hotel?
I think you just, that's what I think. Okay, let's not like get cute with it. I think you just, it's right near.
It's walking distance to Hollywood
Galaxy's
Studios.
Edge and Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
That's what you do.
It's a backdoor entrance to Galaxy's Edge.
Right, and with it comes like special
Early entrance to Galaxy's Edge.
And you just
maybe you get a fast pass to Rise or something.
Yeah, and if you want to like just like hang out.
Segue.
And if you just want to hang out at the fucking hotel, then that's fine. You're just having a Star Wars experience. You don't have to have like the quote unquote storylines of it all.
They could put the pool in.
Yeah.
And then you could put underwater speakers in that plays like the Star Wars music underwater.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they could still have like interactive elements. Maybe that
What?
got some characters in
What
the
a
lobby.
waste.
What a waste.
What a waste. You know what? Here's the thing. We'll never see pictures of it like in its form now.
Probably not.
But I'm
Because
very
you don't see pictures of Imagineering offices.
No,
yeah.
but I'm very interested.
I'm very interested.
I'm dying to know what it looks like.
Maybe because of the intrigue of this, we will see pictures of it, but I doubt it.
I don't think that we will.
Yeah.
But I really do hope that somebody leaks some photos. Like, are you just working in a hotel room?
I bet. Pretty cool. I bet they just ripped the bunks out.
They ripped the bunks out, they ripped the beds out.
Because I think there was kind of like a desk already.
Right. But you think that they still have that stupid non-working AI droid on the wall or whatever that was?
I forget what she was called, yeah.
Yeah, the bad version of Siri that didn't work.
I don't remember. Probably powered all those off.
Oh yeah, that thing got cut off.
Day one. All right, well, interesting segue to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
this
my
only
God.
applies to Disneyland, I will say, that I have seen so far.
Right.
But I have great news, David.
Hit me.
The cannons in the room up top.
Right, they shoot back and forth. Or that.
Well, they haven't since like the first month it opened. They're going back and forth again.
They go back and forth. They finally go back and forth.
Again.
Oh,
and this
my
was
God.
like, I had heard no bueno. It was dead forever. It was Yeti'd.
It was almost like it was, am I remembering this correctly?
Yes.
I think,
Did they actually move before?
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So on Rise of the Resistance, in this one part of the ride, there are cannons that shoot.
It's after the AT-AT room.
Yeah.
You go up.
Right.
And then you're supposed to kind of ping pong in between these big cannons. And on your right are these huge windows, quote unquote, that look into space, into the battle.
Right. I always kind of call it like the Mario room because it feels like.
I think I call it Pac-Man.
Yeah, because the cannons are moving back and forth forward. And so you have to time the movement of going forward. So these cannons to the left of you stopped moving very early on years ago, right after Rise of the Resistance opened.
Literally within the first month or two of it opening.
Yeah, and yet the car movement that you're in
still
did the motions.
And you could see on the floor, because the cannons were also, they might be attached to apparatus behind that you can't see, but you could see on the floor like the trackless where they were supposed to slide.
And it's like, for months, like we would say, did I imagine this? Like, I don't remember. Like, it had to because the car movement still does this. But like,
you go forward and then it jerks back,
right?
And then goes and then you go forward.
Yeah. Is it a Mandela effect that we're all misremembering this or not? But like, it's wild that they couldn't just like reprogram the cars to like do something else. But also, it seems like just like a simple back and forth motion of a cannon is probably the easiest thing to like out of all the complicated amazing things that this ride does
is able to do. The reason I compared it to the Yeti in Expedition Everest is because what I had heard was those cannons are extremely heavy, and the mechanism that shoots them forward and the hydraulics that pull them back was doing structural damage to the building, which is something we've heard about the Yeti at Expedition Everest.
That's interesting, but also like just you could make it out of styrofoam. It's so dark.
I don't know if
weird.
that's true or not, but that is what I had heard.
Yeah, so it's so crazy
But
to me.
so far I've only seen it's fixed at Disneyland, not Disney World.
It's weird. I've never been on the ride in Disney World.
Oh, I don't think I have either.
Yeah, it's like, as much as I love that ride, it's very funny that I just skip it there.
Yeah, because it's the same.
It's the same,
Yeah.
and
Ours opened first, and yeah.
yeah, it's like,
Right? Did ours open first?
no, I think theirs
Theirs
open.
opened first.
But it's this,
Our bet 2 opened first.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the same thing, and we've both talked about like together that we think it's like one of the best rides that there is. Mm-hmm. But then
We were obsessed with it when we went on the first
yeah,
time.
but then like I don't need to go on it when I'm in Florida.
It's a commitment, too.
But it's also very weird. Like, why now? Why did they? Why?
Yeah, what changed? I'd be interested to know what changed.
No, but why? Why fix it? There's so many things that are in dire need
working.
of fixing.
Yeah.
Listen, coming up episodes like throw your tops to us. Throw us your
tops?
Yeah, throw your tops to us. Like we're on stage at a rock concert, baby.
Just your tops, not your
Just
undies.
yeah. But something I want to talk about later, because this, I mean, we're at our. This is fine. We've hit it. We have to talk about that Haunted Mansion shop.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, we have to talk about that and the use of AI and the use of buying things on Amazon, just like props and stuff like that. But anyway, so out of all the things that need to change,
It is interesting that
it is-
suddenly got fixed.
why? It's so weird what they pick and choose to fix.
Yeah.
At this point, I would take a character meet and greet. I would take like
Over the cannons?
yeah, I would take like bring more like fun to the parks.
Yeah.
Like bring something because like the cannon. Look, we've talked about. I love it. Like I love that cannon moving back and forth.
I feel like we need to go on it again before we experience them moving, and then we can say
It's great.
was it worth it or not?
It is great, but like all the time and energy that you put into that,
Like years, literally.
yeah, just bring more experience. To
I
the-
have someone I can ask about it. Actually, I'll get back to you.
Okay, but also like Tiana's doesn't work still.
No, that's
So it's-
coming up for a later episode.
Yeah, Tiana's doesn't fully work.
coming up.
I've seen so many videos of just Tiana animatronics just dead, just like not doing anything. So like, get your shit working.
Get your shit together.
Yeah. Corrections corner. That's what I want to do. I want to do a corrections corner. We had somebody reach out to us
Okay.
with a correction.
Okay.
We had the F-bomb mom
Okay.
reach out to us. A couple episodes ago, I was telling you about the Puerto Rican eggnog.
Yes.
I called it cochito.
Oh.
I've been corrected, but it's coquito.
Yes. Also, Amelia Big Delia text me
Right.
about this too.
It's coquito. So I know tis not the season of coquito
But
anymore.
it is. 'Tis always the season for corrections corner,
Right.
David.
Yes. When I'm wrong, and I'm often wrong. Just want to say that. F-bomb mom,
We are very sorry.
we're very sorry. We didn't mean anything by it. And also,
Amelia Big Delia.
Puerto Rican eggnog,
Dead face.
dead face, coquito.
Sorry,
Yes.
Amelia, as well.
I've also been corrected that it doesn't suck. But it's
Okay.
also very good.
Okay.
And I admit that I think it probably could be very good.
Great.
Relative of mine, not them. They didn't make it. They got it from a neighbor and then threw it in their freezer.
Sketchy.
It was then unfrozen. So it went through lots of steps that it probably shouldn't have.
Okay.
Look, come. I will drink it again.
You will try it again.
I will drink.
We'll tiki two-sip it.
I'll tiki two-sip the coquito.
We got it.
Hit me up in 10 months. I'll be
Back at it.
I'll be right back at it. Anyway.
Perfect.
Okay. So we're both finished with our drinks. That's where we're going to leave you today. We're back.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We're probably going to start Intoxica
next week. Yeah.
Probably. So
thanks for keeping it loose with us this week.
Yeah, this week we just needed to decompress. We had a wild ride. Mr. Toad's wild ride.
Mr. Toad's wild fucking January.
Yeah, Mr. Toad drove my car fucking through that tunnel of hell.
Title of that, fuck you, January.
Yeah, fuck you, January. Waste of a month. Anyway, okay. So what we want to say is you all have watched Fire Aid concerts. You all have watched.
Couldn't fast forward it.
No, you're exhausted by it all. But if you're not exhausted, still on our link tree, we have some places that you can donate.
Oh, yes.
We still have friends that are in need of things. So let us know if you have anything that can be donated. Other than that, hit us up on our Patreon. $5 a month gets you more of us. We're going to start posting more, we promise.
Yes, we're on it.
That is at patreon.com/mytimethepodcast. Other than that, go to our Instagram. It's at mytimethepodcast. Or you can call us at 559-WE-DRUNK, which is...
We need cheers.
Just figure it out on your figure it out on your thing. I'm not going to... I don't know.
559-WE-DRUNK.
933-7...
I forget what it is. It's been too long since we've done this.
God.
We need cheers. Okay. Send your cheers.
Send your cheers. Email us with any questions or comments or concerns. Anything. Yeah.
Please leave that in.
It's mytimethepodcast@gmail.com. And that's it.
We're happy to be back.
Okay. So I'm going to finish my drink. We're going to go pay some bills. And then that's it. Thanks for spending your time with My Time.
Mahalo.
Bye.